What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another rant from your boy DK. How's everybody been? I know it's been a long time. Um, I just honestly, guys, I'll just keep it honest with you guys, like I, promised to do. I kind of just ran out of ideas. I kind of ran out of things I wanted to talk about. Um, you know, I kind of hit I kind of covered all the bases that I wanted to cover so far, and I just kind of want to give it some time to see if anything else happened, like IRL that I could talk about. But guys, if you've been waiting for it, nothing's happened. Yeah, guys, nothing's happened at all. Actually, I guess something did happen, and I'll discuss it. Guys, this is kind of just going to be like a little update video. Um, Not like a really specific topic. I'll probably just kind of jump all over the place here. It's just been so long since I've made a video, and it's been so long since I've talked to you guys. So I'm kind of just going to, talk all over the place here. It's going to be kind of like an update video. Um, you know, I'm going to talk about my, I'm going to talk about my depression resurfacing. I'm going to talk about, this little friend group that I'm in that I really don't want to be in. And I'll probably, talk about some other stuff too. But first up, guys, let's talk about this little friend group that I'm in, okay? So I don't think I've mentioned it in any of my videos, but my one friend, um, he introduced me to these girls, right? Before you guys ask, no, I don't like either one of them like that. Okay. Not attracted to either one of them. One of them I would say is, like a 5, and then the other one I would say is like maybe a 5.5. Neither one of them are like, oh my God, attractive at all. They're both pretty average looking, I'd say. Um, I'd say honestly they're both 5s, to come to think of it. But they're both average looking in my opinion. But my one friend met one of them on Tinder like over a year ago, and then he stayed friends with her. I know you guys are probably thinking the same thing, like why, but um yeah, so he introduced me to them because they wanted, long story short, they wanted him to add me to their group, the little group chat, because he kept talking to them about me apparently. And one night we were at like the bar slash club, whatever, and that he was like recording stuff on his phone and whatever, sending it to their group chat, and they were like, oh, add your friend, and so he added me. And look, guys, I'll admit, at first it was a little fun. It was a little fun. It's always fun talking to girls because I don't talk to girls that often at all, as you all well know. Um, so it was fun. It was fun in the beginning, but I'll be honest, guys. These girls, well, they're both nice girls. Okay, they're both nice girls. Um, I just don't really have that friendship spark with them. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I just don't really have like a desire to talk to them all the time and be friends with them. Like, sure, maybe I'll go out with them, but I just don't have a desire to really like be close friends with these girls. And this happened about little about over 2 months ago now. I know I haven't mentioned it, but it happened like I would like over 2 months ago now. Now there's this other kid. There's this other guy in our group, and he's really cool. He's actually chill. Um, and we all ended up hanging out last week, last Saturday, last weekend, I should say. And we all hung out. We all went to the, like, bar slash club that me and my friend went to when I met the day I met them, like the day he added me to the group chat. It's the same venue because they've actually never been there. Um, so we went there, and it was kind of mid. The whole day, honestly, the whole hangout was really mid. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, we went over to one of the girls' houses, and like her parents are one of those people that are those people, um, the kind of people that overshare. They like share a lot of stuff like right away. Like after you just met them 5 minutes ago, they'll tell you about a ton of personal things. And honestly, it made me really uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm obviously not gonna get into what they discussed, obviously, but they were just discussing very personal stuff about like their daughter to like me, my two friends, or me, my friend, and my acquaintance. um, and it was just very very awkward. It was just like, why are you guys saying? Why are you guys talking to us about this? Why are you saying this to us? Um, it was just very very awkward. Um, and but it just wasn't like it wasn't anything great. Um, it just wasn't special at all. Um, I really have no desire to go back over her house. um, but I probably will end up going back just because like now now my friend is all about the group. Like it's all about the group chat now and all about the group, and they FaceTime nightly. And I'll be honest, guys, I really don't like the FaceTimes. I don't really even like FaceTiming them, to be honest with you. Like I do join, um like I don't join every day though, because it's just like I'm just not really into this group, man. I'll be honest, I'm just not into this group at all. And the thing is, guys, I actually do like friend groups. Like I like being in like a nice little friend group, obviously. But this group is just not it, man. I'll be honest. I honestly, I really want to leave it. I do want to leave it, but I just don't want to cause problems with my friend that brought me into the group. I don't want to have blowback. I don't want him to get blowback and cause a whole issue. But I'm really just not feeling this group anymore. Um, because it's what it is, dude. Like the one of the girls in there, they're so sensitive about everything. And she's one of those girls where she she's always talking about guys, and she's always complaining about about like five different guys. And it's just so annoying. It's so annoying. It's just like, I don't care. I don't care. And the other girl, like, she's like they're both nice, but like she's just like, I don't know. I just don't have a desire to be friends with them, like I've said already. Um, and that's that's about as far as I'll go into that. I kind of just want to leave that group, but we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know if you guys even care about that. Just want to talk about something a little bit different than I usually talk about on here. I want to get to a little nugget of my personal life there. Because I know I don't really talk about my personal life that much on here, other than my opinions on certain things, right? Dating related things. Um, and now we'll get back to that. All right. So if you guys want to skip ahead in the video, um, you know, or if you guys did skip ahead of the video, whatever, here you go. Here's what most of you, if not all of you, came here to hear, and that's my depression is coming back, guys. You know, I just can't deal with being alone anymore. I know I already made a video about this, but it's just getting so out of hand now, man. It really is. It's like the fact that I'm 22 and I still never dated anybody is just wild. Like, it's just embarrassing and depressing, man. And it's like, it doesn't help when, and I know I've made a video about this already too, but it just doesn't help when you see all these couples every day, like every single day, as a reminder that, hey, that hasn't been you and that'll never be you, you know? Like, being happy in a relationship, that'll never be you. It's just like a constant tease every single day, from the world, from the universe, and I'm just tired of it, man. I really am. And the thing is, guys, like, I just want to have like a nice, loving relationship. I know this is gonna sound really cheesy and blue pill, but but it's just the truth, man. It's just the truth of the matter. Like, I really just want someone to share my life with. I just want one person to share my life with, and spend time with, talk to every day, and things like that. As nice as it sounds, like, and as nice as it sounds, like smashing a bunch of different girls, right? I really would just like one girl, one girl just to share my life with, you know, one girl to have, be in a relationship with. But, that's too much to ask for, guys. Apparently, that's too much to ask for when you're someone in my situation, sub five, really bad, really bad social awkwardness, you know, pretty poor social skills. And, yeah, you know, um, all that is, it's not a good, mix to have, to get a girlfriend, especially nowadays, when looks are king, guys. Looks are king. I've said this multiple times. This is, it's kind of what my channel is, basically about. But, yeah, looks really are king, man. And, I'll tell you guys about this. So I was at work, right? I was at work. Yesterday when I'm uploading this. I was at work, and, I was overhearing, because these like two girls were talking to each other, and two girls were. I was overhearing these two girls talking to each other, and this one girl I overheard was like, "Oh my God, he's only 5'11". She was talking to her friend. She was like, "He's only 5'11", but he has an 8-pack, and his arms are bigger than my head." And the other girl's like laughing. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I saw him at, blah 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 blah." I'm not gonna name the town, but she said, "Oh, I saw him in, that insert town here, and blah 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 blah." And and honestly, guys, I'm not even kidding with you. I I bursted out laughing. Um, I was like, "This is so blackpilling. Oh my God." I was like, this is one of the most BPing things I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, this is what I've been saying. I made a video on face versus height. Like, you don't have to necessarily be 6 feet tall, guys. But if you have good looks, right, then it will make up for it. And I know she didn't say anything about his face, or at least I didn't hear her. Obviously, I didn't overhear her say anything about his face, but I'm assuming he's very attractive. I'm assuming he has an attractive face. Um, you know, top physique, top face, right? That will make up for a lack of height. And I know 5'11" is not short, but it's below the 6 feet threshold that women have now, right? Because that really is the standard now, guys. I know women are gonna lie and be like, "No, it's not. It's only it's taller than me." 6 foot, guys. Okay, 6 feet tall. That's the standard. I'm sure you guys already know this, but in case you didn't, you're still unaware. Yeah, that's the standard, guys. 6 feet tall. 6 feet plus. Um, so yeah, that was pretty funny. Um, what else do I want to talk about? What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I'm kind of just I'm really thinking about the future. Like, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? And you know, what I really I have two options here. One, to go to trade school, learn a trade, learn a skill, because AI is not going to take over those jobs. Because AI is going to take over a lot of jobs, man. Like, a lot of these jobs, like, aren't going to have futures in like 20, 30 years, maybe even 10 years, who knows? Because AI is just going to take them, is going to knock them out. Um, so I'm thinking about trade. It's decent, good money, and it has a future. Learn a skill that you're always going to need. And my second option is joining the military, um, specifically the Coast Guard. Um, I know a guy in there, and the benefits he tells me are really good. Um, and his brother is thinking about joining as well, like joining the Coast Guard too. And he's telling um, I'm thinking about it now as well. I've thought about joining the military for quite a while now, like years now, several years now. The only problem with me is I'm out of shape, as you guys know. So I do have to get into shape in order for that to be a possibility. And I'm thinking about really just seriously getting myself into shape and just joining the military. Because I really don't want to go back to college. I hate schoolwork. I just hate going to school, or really the schoolwork. I hate doing schoolwork because it's just me. It's just so meaningless and pointless. Like, the things you learn in school are so pointless, including in the first couple of years of college. Because I went to a semester of college. I don't think I ever talked about this, but yeah, I did go to a semester of college, and then I dropped out because I just didn't want to be there anymore. And it's like, it was literally like an extension of high school, like literally learning about the same things, or like, doing the same sort of things. And it's just like, I don't need to be doing this when I'm an adult. I don't need to be doing this anymore. I don't need to pay to literally go to high school 2.0. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I dropped out. Because obviously, like, I'm sure as most of you relate to this, my parents were like, especially my mother was like, "Oh, you gotta go to college after high school. You gotta go to college. You gotta continue your education and blah 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 blah." Um, so that's what I did, and I didn't like it, and I ended up dropping. And my mom wasn't happy about it at first, but she eventually came around, and yeah, you know Uh, those are my two options. I've always thought about like law enforcement, some kind of law enforcement, military, police officer, stuff like that. And I think the military has the best benefits. So that's probably the way I'm gonna go if I want to go. Like, obviously, like military, or like law enforcement type of deal. So that's kind of also been on my mind a lot recently. Thinking about my future and what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life. Because the job I have now is not livable at all. Um, so I gotta work towards a better future. Um, and so yeah, I mean, work towards a better future of being alone. Oh man. Oh God, it's just so depressing. God, it's like what am like, I'm gonna get a little deep here for a second. Like, you know, what am I still around for? Like, I've mentioned this before as well. Like, what is, I don't know. I don't have a purpose. I've been trying to find it for a while now, and I just don't see a purpose of my existence, guys. I really don't, you know? I don't provide like value to the world. I don't provide any value to the world at all. I don't have a girlfriend to make an impact on her life. I mean, I have a handful of friends, but I rarely see them. Um, my job is absolutely absolutely not valuable at all. Like it provides literally no value at all. Um, and it's just and it's just it's just a very like un 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 what's the word I'm trying to think of here? It's a very like unvaluable, like un it's just a very unvaluable existence. Like I'm trying to think of the word, guys, but I just can't. I'm sorry. Um, it's there's no point. This is very unpurposeful. No point. You know, like the world wouldn't change if I died. I know like that's the deal for most people, but like I wouldn't be missed by a lot of people. I wouldn't be missed by a lot of people. A lot of people's lives wouldn't be changed by me going. So it's just a very, very pointless and miserable life that I'm living. Um, and it is what it is, man. I'm trying to wake up every day, and I'm trying to take my mom's advice of thinking about things in a positive way, but it's really hard for me to. I have nothing to be really positive about. There's nothing for me to be happy about on a daily basis. There really isn't, you know. Um, I'm supposed to be happy with what? Waking up, going to my job that I don't hate, but I don't love. I'm supposed to wake up and love going there every day. And if I'm not there, 9 times out of 10, I'm in my room, rotting away. That's what I'm supposed to look forward to. That's what I'm supposed to be happy about doing every single day of my life for the most part. It's just like there's nothing to look forward to in that existence. And that's unfortunately my existence. you know? So it's not like, a lot of other people. I don't want to say most, but it's not like a lot of other people, a lot of other men, where it's like they're talking to girls. They have like, a girl, either they have a girlfriend or they're talking to girls, have a rotation, like my friend does now, like I've mentioned in previous videos. It's really hard to see that. Not because I'm not happy for my friend, but it's just like I said in a previous video, like my friends are progressing, like they're moving forward in their lives, and I'm not. I'm left. I'm staying behind, and it's sad. It's very, very sad. Um, I feel like I'm gonna be, I'm 22 right now. I feel like I'm gonna be 32, 42, 52, making the same video. Maybe not uploading these videos, but like it's gonna be the same video. It's gonna be the same thoughts, the same things. Same life. Like nothing's gonna really change except for my age, and that's pretty much it. You know. I don't know when I'm gonna move out of my parents' house. I don't know when I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. With my life, I don't know where my life is gonna go. Like I feel like I've already reached my plateau. Already reached my peak in life. I'm just gonna be working these. Just gonna be going to work, and that's it. Pretty much what my parents do. I'm just gonna be like my parents when I'm their age. I'm just gonna be going to work, going and just rotting in my house, and that's it. You know. And that's what my parents like. That's what my parents like. Like they like, you know, they like just going. They like being in their house. Like my mom especially. She's like, oh, I already dealt with the world when I was younger. And that's the thing too. That's what's funny. Like my mom used to go out all the time when she was my age, but she'll turn around and say how she relates to me being lonely, and she relates to me, you know, not having a ton of friends, and she relates to me. Like, it's just, no, you don't. No, you don't. You know, like you grew up as a female, which is already a different experience for several reasons. But like, you don't relate. If you're going out all the time when you're my age, then how can you relate to me? How? When I don't really go out at all, you know? Like, how is that relatable? Like, that's the thing. These parents try to act like they relate so much to you, and they really don't. Like, they try to make you feel better by saying that, but the truth of the matter is they do not relate to you, you know? Assuming you're in my position listening to this, like, they don't relate, especially your mother. Like, no, mom, you don't relate to being a sub 5 male in 2025. That's such a brutal life. It really is a brutal life, man. Um, but you know, gotta keep moving forward, right? Right, guys. Um, I'm gonna end it off here. I've been rambling for, wow, almost a half hour now. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate it. Um, I'll make a new video soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little update that I gave. Um, really just been thinking about a lot, as you've heard. Um, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you guys are doing down in the comments, as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.